influx of capital, all flocking to South Florida. What the hell's going on?
Born and raised in Miami, I've seen the city go from an early bird retirement town to an all-night party scene and now becoming a full-fledged metropolis for tech and capital investment. And on the forefront of this movement is Miami Mayor Francis Suarez, who I've actually interviewed a couple times. And when it comes to making Miami a tech hub, he is more than willing to help. So when the event ROI Miami kicked off, which is basically a live version of Shark Tank, you know we had to go find out if Miami is truly becoming the capital of capital. Let's talk money.
All we talk is money. All we talk is money. All we talk is money.
Tell us about this event. What is happening here?
You know, what's happening right now at ROI Miami is a culmination of talent, startups, venture capitalists, and political leaders coming together to make Miami the next entrepreneurial tech hub. We're here helping Miami Tech tell our story. Lots of awesome founders and investors in one room.
The people that were pitching, the companies that pitched, came super prepared.
So we're here to really have a good time and also make some deals happen.
I studied pitches and I helped them improve. They handled all the objections and rebuttals really well. High quality deals here for sure.
When you say make some business happen, what do you personally expect to happen here?
I'm both a founder and an investor. So we're pitching tonight on the stage, letterheads.
So you're pitching tonight?
Yes.
So you're gonna be one of the guys on the Shark Tank.
I think they're gonna get a lot of feedback even from the investors that weren't sitting down. And the investors that were on stage are some heavy hitters, man.
Heavy hitter.
So here's what I would like to do. I'd like you guys to come to our headquarters in the Grove. We would like to become a customer and kind of feel what this looks like. Wow. And then we'll go from there, okay? Love that. Wow, big round of applause. Thank you, Jeff. Love the chat. I'm totally in. Love the chat about how to subscribe to your better Awesome.
You were one of the guys, you were one of the 3 companies that was pitching the investors. So what was that like? What was that whole experience like for you?
Some great investors on stage. Certainly connecting with investors is a priority, but also, we built our companies here, we grew here.
You've seen the influx of capital, investment firms, Silicon Valley types, all flocking to South Florida, to Miami specifically. What the hell's going on in your opinion?
I think part of it is just people are looking for new ecosystems.
A very wise man said to you probably like 18 months ago, double down on Miami. What do those words mean to you? And who told you those very wise words?
Adam told them to me. He's a wise man. Miami is at the center of the tech ecosystem.
Did you ever imagine that in such a quick period of time, in less than a year, Miami is now like the new hub of capital, the capital of capital?
Incredible.
What do you think that you owe that to?
Honestly, big kudos to Mayor Francis Suarez. Mr. Suarez, you're a champion of champions, and a big thank you to all the founders that believed in Miami to come down to Miami.
You're thinking about relocating.
We're a New York-centric firm. We've been there for several decades. We really believe in vision and everything that Mayor Suarez is doing for the city, so we're thinking about really opening an office, more focused and more entrenched in the ecosystem. That's what Miami is trying to do. I moved to San Francisco and Silicon Valley in 2009 and it has the same exact feeling of basically companies coming here and focused on building something great. I'm very bullish. I realize that it's a movement. I truly believe that's going to be a sustainable ecosystem.
Love that. It's not just a moment, it's a movement. I'm going to quote you. Who we quoting on that?
I believe that's your mayor, Mayor Suarez.
We'll take Mayor Suarez. We love you.
You've got a city government that's supportive of creating an atmosphere of business.
What does Miami mean to you?
It's home. It's a paradise around a metropolis, not a metropolis around a paradise.
Was this even in your thought process a year plus ago?
Definitely not. I think, we very much realize what Miami is trying to do.
Now that we understand all the reasons entrepreneurs are flocking to Miami, let's talk ROI.
What's the best return on investment that you can hope to achieve?
It's honestly living and working in Miami, because as you work throughout your life, you have to have a work-life balance, right? You have to enjoy your life while making professional progress at the same time. So the best ROI you can get, and the investment in this context being your time, the best ROI you could possibly get is by moving to Miami.
Meeting great people that are making an impact that I can keep in touch with, build a long-term relationship with, where there's going to be a lot of network effects, and keep meeting the best people in Miami. That's it.
Sort of building connections, right? Like we've had folks that we connected with, 5, 10, 20 years ago, coming back later. You never know how it will. So,
dude, that's like the most common answer, the most common theme is that I ask people for return on investment. I'm thinking, well, I earned 25% or 200%, but the most common answer is the relationships and the keeping the connections vibrant, because you never know what will happen with that.
Now, what advice can can you take from all this?
What advice do you have for the young people?
You know, every day when you look yourself in the mirror, and every night when you look yourself in the mirror, you have to be your own top cheerleader. You have to be your strongest cheerleader, your strongest voice of encouragement, because at the end of the day, it's not the smartest, it's not the hardest working, it's the one that stays on the treadmill the longest, right? So if you can stay in the trenches and keep working and keep pivoting, you will find success.
That's Krishan. That's why he is who he is and he be who he be. Respect, bro.
You need to have full confidence in yourself, and you got to really believe in what your vision is and hone in on it. The faster you get to that confidence in yourself, the faster people believe it.
Get to the next milestone that will get you enough resources to solve the new problem. People that really try to solve their entire problem from the start get overwhelmed, but you have to get to the next level to unlock the new resources that can help you get to the next level.
That's great advice. I believe the great Will Smith said, if you're going to build a wall, don't try to build a wall. Build it brick by brick by brick by brick, and eventually you'll have a wall. That's kind of what you're saying.
Don't be afraid to speak out loud and be assertive, and know that you're smart, you're worth it, you're better than, we're equally as smart as
You do learn how not to take feedback personally. I see that in 20-year-olds, I see it in 50-year-olds. It doesn't matter how successful you were and what you did 3 years ago, 5 years ago. The world is constantly changing. So you have to be able to take feedback.
Don't give up on your dream, no matter what. And honestly, ask for support. There's so many wonderful people around you that are looking to lean in and guide and support.
Trust your gut a little more maybe, but also seek advice from smart people who are smarter than you.
Say contracts are super important.
Contracts.
Yeah, young Greg, contracts are super important. Get your contracts tight and locked up, and always know who has leverage in a business, because who has leverage will come back to fuck you.
We all know that people have been attracted to Miami for its fun, sun, and low taxes. But what's becoming more evident is the influx of talent and capital coming to the Magic City. And speaking of work-life balance, since we've handled all our business, now it's time to party. Save that money.
All we talk is money. All we talk is money. All we talk is money. All we talk is